Hi, everyone. This is Mike Talks Cars podcast. Today, Rivian reverses price hike, the 2023 Cadillac Escalade V-series, and some planning tips. In industry news, it didn't take long for Rivian to realize that the 20% price increase announced yesterday was a problem for their pre-order customers. Rivian's CEO acknowledged the broken trust that yesterday's announcement created and immediately reversed their position on pre-orders. He announced that all pre-orders placed before March 1st would be honored at the original price, and those that canceled orders can reinstate them. Rivian blamed inflation and increased component cost for the increased price, along with supply chain delays and semiconductor shortages. Those ordering a vehicle after March 1st will pay the higher prices. Rivian is backed by some pretty big companies: Amazon, Ford Motor Company, and T. Rowe Price. Its IPO in November was the sixth largest ever for the New York Stock Exchange. Rivian's stock price is currently sitting a few cents above $50. That's $28 lower than the IPO opening price. In new vehicle news, earlier this year, under a title line that reads "Luxury That Roars," Cadillac announced the all-new 2023 Escalade V-series. Escalade is a well-known name in luxury SUV circles and is the beast of choice for many that want a little bling in their driveway. To carry the V-series badge, Escalade will have to make some key changes to qualify. The images that have been released show a fresh, slightly more aggressive design, and no doubt the interior will have subtle but unmistakable touches added to let you know that you're driving a very special machine. Where V-series will show the strongest changes will be under the hood. While Cadillac isn't sharing details yet, you can absolutely expect monster power with Cadillac refinement and upgrades to the suspension and braking system. I have to refrain from using the word track ready here because, well, I have a problem associating that term with a tall, blocky SUV, no matter what you do to the power and suspension. Cadillac promises more information in the spring, and I will do a follow-up as soon as Cadillac shares the deets. Now for some musings with the trainer. Yesterday, I talked about the need for a planning and tracking process for sales consultants. So, what does a planning process actually look like? There is nothing more frightening than a blank piece of paper, am I right? Or a blank form, for that matter. Planning can be a little intimidating if you don't have a process for it. And what I'm going to talk about may seem a little simplistic at first, but it isn't. The first thing to get over is the blank page. Write something on it. I like to think of my plans as being over a specific calendar period, say a month for the purpose of this podcast. If you have things planned already, enter them into the correct places on the calendar first. Then, lay out your sales goals. Put your month's goal onto the last day of the month. If it's 20 units, then write 20 units on the last workday. Break that into the 4 weeks in the month and write 5 on the last workday of each week. If you work 5 days a week, there should be a 1 on each day. Next, what do you need to do today and every day in order to get that 1 sale per day? Everyone is different with this, depending on your experience and your customer base, but you should always start by looking at your closing ratio. How many people do you need to talk to get a sale? If you have a 40% closing ratio, then you need to talk to 2.5 new people today to make 1 sale. Now for the action plan. How are you going to get in front of those people? Are there leads that you can contact? Can you count on walk-in traffic to give you at least 1? What will you need to do to find those people? Don't neglect your professional development time either here. That's an important part of continuous development. Then, get up and work your plan. Now, I do see one problem here, however. I think it can be rough trying to talk to half a person. So I suggest getting your closing ratio up to 50%. It makes the math so much easier to do. This is Mike Little, reminding you that, hey, selling is fun. Go have a great day.